I'm Tim Cheese, and I killed John Pork. And this is my story. That day, the day I snuck up behind John. You all think you know the story. You don't. John Pork, he was never supposed to exist. He thought he was untouchable. He thought he was a legend, but legends fade. All it took was a message, one message. And he walked right into my sights. I pulled the trigger. One shot, one legend, erased. You still don't understand, do you? John Pork wasn't just a pig. He was a problem. John was only the beginning. Pengu, Marvin, Agent 5.5. They're next. And you, the ones watching this, you think you're safe. John Pork is dead. Who's next?
My name is Hank Grizzle. This is my story. I built an empire from the ground up. Blood, sweat, and a hunger that never faded. The streets, they break men, swallow them whole. But not me. I took the streets and made them mine. Cocaine flowed through my hands like water. Money stacked higher than I could count. I was untouchable, and at my side was Tim Cheese. I made him my right hand, taught him the game, gave him power. We built this city together. We made millions together. We were brothers. But greed poisons men. Tim wanted more, so he took everything from me. He killed my brothers, burned my empire to the ground, left me for dead. He thought that was the end of me. But I'm still here, and I'm coming. You should have killed me when you had the chance, Tim, because now I'm coming to return the favor.
I'm Tim Cheese, and this is a message to Agent 5.5. You really think you're the one hunting me? You can't be more wrong. You're just like a puppet to me. You move in silence, watching, waiting, but you never act. That's the difference between us. I finish what I start. You call yourself an agent, a protector. But where were you when John Pork fell? Where were you when I pulled the trigger? You stood by and let it happen, just like you'll let the next one fall. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You get the idea. I'm coming for you, Mr. 5.5. You can run, you can hide, but it won't change the outcome. Your time is coming, Agent. John Pork is gone, and you're next.
The name's Danny Quack. I'm not your hero or your villain, just a guy who watches. I don't pick sides. Tim Cheese, he killed John Pork, cold as ice. Bob Bacon's chasing revenge, but what's his real game? An Agent 5.5. He's tangled in this somehow, but I can't figure out how. I keep moving, always running, always thinking. Something's off and I can feel it.
My name is Simon Claw. I grew into this world alone. No family, no love. My friends Tim and John were the only ones who could fill the void in my heart. I had nothing to repay them with, but loyalty. But John Pork thought he could wipe off the mud and walk away like royalty. Little did he know, a pig in silk will still reek of the same shit he used to roll around in. But Tim was real. He sat in the dirt and called it home because that's where we came from. I don't blame Tim Cheese for what he done. John thought he could get away with taking the one thing Tim treasured more than anything, his wife. She wanted fame, and John gave her a taste of it. So when I saw the news, in the hellhole I called home for half a decade, I was not shocked. John took what wasn't his and smiled through the lie. But even pigs dressed in pearls still squeal before they die.
Remember when we used to get low taper fades together, Tim? Those times have faded away, and now we have a massive problem. You thought you could run, thought you could hide. But I've found you. I've tracked you down, and there's nowhere left for you to go. You're a coward, Tim. You've always been. You killed John Pork, and now you're trying to hide from the mess you made. But there's no escaping what's coming for you. I've teamed up with Marvin Beak. He's as hungry for your blood as I am. Together, we're coming for you, Tim Cheese. You betrayed me, you ran, but there's nowhere left for you to hide. The game is over.
I'm Tim Cheese, and I kidnapped Agent 5.5. It was simple. Too simple. I brought him by a train to a deadly island. An island no one leaves. He thought he was smart. He thought he was the hero. Pathetic. This is where your story ends, Agent. Get ready to meet John. You know, I should pull the trigger right now, but that'd be too easy. You deserve something worse, much worse. I'm taking you somewhere special, Agent. An island no one leaves. I'll kill you there. Slowly. Tied up, defenseless. This isn't how you imagined our reunion. I warned you. I told you what would happen, but you just didn't listen. You are one bullet away from seeing John Pork. No, I have a better idea. Why waste a bullet when I can let this island tear you apart? Goodbye, Agent. Enjoy your new home. Oh, and don't worry. I'll make sure your friends join you soon.
I'm Marvin Beak, and I'm here to tell you the truth about Tim Cheese. That notorious hitman is an evil rat that killed my poor friend John Pork. Tim Cheese is trying to frame me for the murder of Mr. Pork. Tim Cheese doesn't seem to understand that I am the greatest hitman to ever live, and that I am going to end him for this. So hear me now, Tim Cheese. I am coming for you.
Trallalero, we need to figure out a plan on beating Tim Cheese.
Trallalero trallala. Farò qualche chiamata. Ho un vecchio amico che mi deve un favore.
You're saying you're going to call up an old friend.
Hey, Marvin Beak. I heard you guys needed some help fighting Tim Cheese, so I opened this portal here.
LeBron, my glorious king. I'm so glad you're here. Now we're unbeatable.
Tonight, we got a special guest, someone who knows our boy Tim better than anyone, and she's got a few things to say.
Tim, I know you're watching, so I'll be direct. You're embarrassing yourself. The threats, the tough guy act, the obsession with John, it's pathetic. You lost because you were never enough. Not for me, not for anyone. You were desperate to prove something, to be feared, respected, but you never stopped to ask if you even deserved it. Meanwhile, John? He didn't have to try. He just was. He made me laugh. He treated me right. And unlike you, he didn't act like the world owed him something. You keep blaming him. Blaming me, blaming everyone but yourself. When you killed John, you took my happiness again. You never loved me, Tim. You just hated losing. And I'll never forgive you for that.
Well, well, well. You've become quite the enemy, Tim Cheese. So many people out to hunt you down. It's almost impressive. Agent 5.5. Marvin Beak. Jason Fang. Justin Cheddar. Pengu. Ross Swim. Barry the Bulldog, James Banana, and me. You made a lot of enemies, Tim Cheese. And now, they're all coming for you.
My name is Bob Bacon, and I am John Pork's cousin. But before all this, me and Tim Cheese were partners, brothers in the shadows. We ran the underground together. The perfect balance. Me, the precision. Him, the spectacle. I kept things clean, efficient. No witnesses, no loose ends. But Tim, he always had to be seen. You're reckless. You think this is a movie? We don't get second takes, Tim.
And you think hiding in the shadows makes you better than me? Face it, Bob. You're just a machine. No fun, no soul.
He thought I was cold, emotionless. Maybe I was, but I got the job done. No mistakes, no mess. Tim, he wanted the spotlight. And that spotlight burned everything we built to the ground. John Pork wasn't a part of this. He was my blood. He didn't deserve to be dragged into our war. You wanted to send a message, didn't you, Timmy? You wanted me to feel helpless, broken, like I had lost. But here's where you miscalculated. I don't break, I hunt.
I am Marvin Beak, and this is a message for Simon Claw. Simon, you really think you are a part of Tim Cheese's crew? No, you're not. You are just a protection because he can't handle us on his own. You are no challenge for us, Simon Claw. You're just a distraction trying to step in and do something for Tim Cheese. I am giving you a chance to step out just for your own safety. But if you don't, this will have consequences. We will track you down, Simon Claw, trust me. And this will not turn out good for you, Simon, because our crew is just getting stronger and stronger. Me, Pengu, Justin Cheddar, and Agent 5.5, we're all coming for you. And when we find you, we'll have no mercy. Because now you chose sides, and everyone who is on Tim Cheese his side gets what he deserves. And as you can see, I've been working hard, creating high-tech gear and body armor. Just so we are prepared for you and that filthy rat, Tim Cheese. So if I were you, I'd step out, Simon, or otherwise this won't end good.
Listen, there's something I need to get off my chest. I learned a hard lesson once, one that's stuck with me ever since. I trusted someone, gave them everything. My loyalty, my time, my belief. I thought they were different, that they'd never turn their back on me. But I was wrong. When things went south, when I needed them most, they were the first to walk away. No explanation, no remorse, just gone. That's when I realized trust is fragile. You can't give it to anyone, and once it's broken, you can't fix it. So here's the thing, don't trust anyone. Not because people are bad, but because you can't control what they'll do. Trust yourself first, know your worth. Because when you rely on others to hold you up, you'll end up carrying the weight of their failure too. I won't forget what you did to me, Tim Cheese.
I'm John Boar, and I just lost my son. This is my story. Tim Cheese, you ain't safe anymore. I'm gonna kill you. That day, the day I heard the news. You all think you know the pain. You don't. John Pork, he wasn't just my son. He was a symbol, a legacy. And now, he's gone. Murdered by a rat, a coward. But legends don't fade. They rise, they fight. Tim Cheese thought it was over. He thought he could erase John with a single shot. But he only started something much bigger. One message, one target, one hunt. Tim Cheese, I'm coming for you. My poor little John Pork.
My name is Cristino Medillo. John Pork was my best friend back in middle school. We used to skip class, prank teachers, FaceTime strangers. Then he vanished. They said Tim Cheese ended him, and I believed it. But I stayed quiet for too long. Marvin Beak's out for revenge. And now I'm with him. This isn't just about justice. It's about family. And Tim, we're coming for you.
The name's Bombardino Crocodilo, and I'm one of the masterminds behind the murder of John Pork. John Pork has been in debt with me after owing $5 million for the last 3 years. I've given him many chances, but something had to be done. Tim Cheese, a close friend of mine and a professional hitman, has also had some problems with John Pork. Together, we have joined forces to take out John Pork for good. I planned out John Pork's death in secret and ensured everything went according to plan, while Tim Cheese executed the assassination. Now, you know the truth behind John Pork's death.
My name is Henry the Zookeeper, and I'm the only employed person in this whole law. At least I was, until all the damn animals escaped the zoo and are now trying to sneak into the law. I'm here to set the record straight. There are only a select few animals that the entire community have agreed on that are in the law or added to it. As zookeeper, that entitles me of being the official lawkeeper. The only ones in the law are as follows. First and foremost, we have John Pork, Pengu, and Marvin Beak. Obviously, Tim Cheese is involved as the one who shot John Pork, and then he tried to frame it on Justin Cheddar, who is also in the law, but just a small supporting character. Agent 5.5 is another key figure involved in this story, and in pursuit of Mr. Timothy Cheese. Simon Claw is also in the law. His mysterious appearance was questionable at first, but just seeing how cold he truly is, along with the unanimous decision of the brain rot community, validated Simon Claw's place in this complex story. Last but not least, we have Justin Fang. He is also a cold, mysterious character that we will allow to be in the lore, at least for now, but he still has yet to prove his worth if he can catch Tim Cheese.
My name is Mike Mutton, and this is how I became Tim Cheese's lawyer. I knew Tim from when we were children. We used to sit on the same bench and chat. Then I would have his pants down in basketball. But the difference between me and Tim was drive. I wanted to make a name of the Mutton family, whereas he was brought up with crime on the forefront of his mind. After he attended my graduation of law school, we drifted apart, each going our separate ways. 3 years had passed when I received an anonymous call at 1 a.m. Of course, I rushed down to the station. Tim was caught up with an abundance of charges, one of which, however, stood out. He was being charged with the murder of the infamous gang leader and head of Pork Incorporated, Mr. John Pork. Of course, as much as Tim Cheese may thrive in jail, it's my team and I's mission to get him free.
My name is Tina Cheese, and I have a message for my husband, Tim Cheese. Tim, I loved John Pork. And do you know why? Because he was everything you refused to be. He was kind. He was gentle. He didn't see love as control or power. He saw it as trust, as care. You always thought being feared made you strong. But John, he showed me that real strength is in kindness, in love. You took him away from me. You thought that would make me yours again. But Tim, all you did was prove why I could never love you. One day, you'll pay for what you've done. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But soon. And when that day comes, I won't run. I won't hide. I'll be standing right there, watching you fall. You may have taken John from this world, but his love still lives in me. And that's something you can never kill.
Tim Cheese, you really thought you could get away with it, didn't you? Thought nobody would come knocking after what you did. After you murdered my cousin John Pork in cold blood, you thought taking out John would be the end of it? That I, Bob Bacon, wouldn't come for you? You were dead wrong. John wasn't just my cousin. He was family. And in our world, family means everything. Marvin Beek isn't the one you should be worried about. Oh, Timmy, you must be real stupid. See, actions have consequences. And me, I am the consequence. I don't care where you run. I don't care where you hide. Your time is up. You've got two choices. Look over your shoulder for the rest of your life, or accept that your days are numbered. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Kiss your little cheese empire goodbye. Because I'm coming for you, Tim. And when I find you, well, let's just say, pigs never forget. And you, watching this video, don't ever think about messing with my family.
I thought you'd be running, Tim. Thought you'd be hiding in some hole, waiting for this to blow over. But no, you've been busy. I see it now. You weren't just sitting back. You were building, gathering your own army, preparing for war. And I hear you've got Simon Claw on your side. Figures. He was never one to stand alone. Always needed someone to hide behind. But let me tell you something, Tim. It doesn't matter how many people you surround yourself with. It doesn't matter how strong you think your army is. When the dust settles, when it's just you and me, none of them will be there to save you. So keep planning, keep preparing, because when this is over, there won't be anything left of you to fight for. Oh, and one more thing, Tim. Your wife says hi.
I'm Frostfang. Before John Pork was murdered by that filthy rat, he owed me a fortune. I don't let money slip away like that. Now I expect Tim Cheese to repay me. Tim Cheese, with all his bravado, made sure the debt was never repaid. Tonight, the scales will balance. Brick, slash, get in position. I want every inch of that dump searched. I need proof, and I want his prized gun. The one he used to kill John Pork. My henchmen found your little hidey hole, Tim. Recognize this? The very gun you used to kill John Pork. Take this as a warning. Frostfang can reach you at any time. Next time you come home, you might walk straight into a mousetrap. Every crime leaves a trace. Tonight, Tim Cheese's past has caught up with him.
We used to be friends, Tim. We used to be family. But then you betrayed me. You thought you could run, thought you could hide. But I've found you. I've tracked you down, and there's nowhere left for you to go. You can't run forever. When I catch you, I'll tear you, limb by limb, and dig my teeth into your little mouse body. Because no one betrays me, not even you, Tim Cheese.
After the recent announcement that John Pork is still alive, you might think you've gotten off lightly. You couldn't be more wrong. The unforgivable act you attempted against my cousin has sealed your fate. There is no corner of this earth where you can't escape my reach. Hiding in Ohio is a futile endeavor. My operatives are deployed throughout the state and they know the locations of your little cheese bites. Your sanctuary is a mere illusion. If the authorities didn't ban me from Ohio, I would be there myself. But rest assured, when you attempt to flee, and you will, I will be delivering justice personally. Your feeble attempt to intimidate me with a gigantic robotic pigeon army circling my house is laughable. They are blind to my true whereabouts, unaware of the depths I've descended into to prepare for this moment. Calling all allies. Agent 5.5, Marvin Beak, Jason Fang, Jim Pork, Justin Cheddar, and Pengu. Our past differences pale in comparison to the threat that is Tim Cheese. Tim, your days are numbered. The shadows whisper your demise, and I am the harbinger of your end.
March 20th, 2025. Tim Cheese, stop hiding. You know why I'm here. Come out, or I'll tear through everything you have. Let me show you something interesting, Tim. Something I know you're gonna want to see. Your brother Pete, he was easy to catch. Didn't even try to run. He knew he stood no chance. And Paul, your big brother, thought he was tough. Now he's just another rat in a trap. I'll take your whole filthy family down. One by one. Unless you stop running, Tim.
Tim Cheese, you talk a lot for a rat. John Pork was a legend. He stood for something. And you took him out like it meant nothing. Marvin's alive. I made contact. He's off the grid, but he's watching. Agent 5.5. He'll know soon enough. And then, we move. You call yourself an agent, but you act like a ghost, hiding in the dark, picking off names like it makes you something. But you're not a predator, you're prey. And sooner or later, prey gets caught. You took your shot. Now it's my turn. My name is Jason Fang, Special Forces, Black Ops, Ghost Unit. I don't leave loose ends. And you're already dead. You just don't know it yet. If you see me, it's already too late. Well, Bob Bacon, have a seat. Okay, so I know the exact location of Tim Cheese. I want to go over there today, but I want you to come with me. Are you in?
Of course I am in. We are going to catch that filthy rat.
Okay, I'll see you in 3 hours. Okay, Bob. Agent 5.5 told me Tim Cheese should be around here. Bob, grab your gun. If you see Tim, you can shoot him right away.
All right.
Okay, Bob. It looks like Tim is not here. Let's go to the road. Maybe we'll see him walking there. Tim has to be here. Search as good as you can, Bob.
There he is!